Cat 5. Bletcher. That's what it's called, Char Bletcher. We'll see if he's playing those cards, because I don't have. I had the counterspell and the V click, so okay, he's playing Expedition Map and Urzen Land, so he's playing. Interesting. Him going to 5 is nice for us, for sure. So another V-click. Not exactly what we wanted, but not horrible either. So... well, we're going to hold up Counterspell, and then we'll see what he's playing. See if he's playing green or not. Okay, we don't know. So he's going to have... he'll have Tron, Nat Tron. So, we're ready, though. So... yep. Go get your power plant. And play what you think you're going to win with. Spyglass. Yeah, he just gets this. So... I mean, he's going to name Tar Pit. Or he might do... oh, I should have hit Misty. I had a fetch land that I didn't fetch with. Oops. That sucks. I didn't think about that. Oops. I mean, sure, and that's not a bad guess, honestly. You can't blame him for that. So the Misty Rainforest thing didn't really matter. So we'll, so Baby Karn might not. I can drown this. I can also Murderous Rider this. I think I'll just Murderous Rider it. Honestly, I'll let it hit. So I think we're pretty happy with just killing it and keeping Counterspell in our hand. Yep. Yep. You can't really do anything else, so... I mean, I could. So, but losing the rider doesn't really matter much. And now we have Subtlety plus Counterspell. I can drown 2 for 2. He does something crazy. 3 cards in hand. So, worst thing, he like plays a Karn, like Baby Karn, and then he still has 3 mana left and like O stones or something like that. That would kind of be bad. Okay, I think he's playing Stone Brain. Okay, he knows what I have in my hand. So if he sacks it, I think we counter this. We counter this because we have Counterspell in hand. That's why. So we're not really afraid of much here. If he throws down a bomb, Snaring Bridge, I mean, we have to counter it. But he knows we have this too. So, and then we check his hand on his upkeep, or his draw phase. So he's playing like this Stone Brain kind of. See, I heard Lantern Control was trying to come back. And this might be that. I bet. But with Urza lands, maybe. So we're going to... Okay, well, we got Counterspell. Different. Change of pace here. So... Yeah, this is that Lantern Control that's trying to make a comeback. Yeah, it's not the same anymore than what it was. Whereas, yeah, we don't care about that. He can have that all day. Lantern Control was we're gonna settle this. So if he puts it on top, we counter it next turn. If he... And we can attack for 3, start there. Sure. It affects the stack. I don't know. I don't understand. What's up, Young Peasy? How's it going? How are you? Do you put it on top? Yeah, you put it on top. Yeah, dude, it looks like Lantern Control is trying to make a comeback. Like, this is some weird version of Lantern Control. So, I mean, we haven't seen this. And they're playing the new Karn, which they didn't have at the time of the Mox Opal banning. So, they're playing Tron lands, which is kind of weird, too. So, like I said, we just hold off here. We counter, then we hit for 5. Yeah. It's rinse and repeat at this point. And we're gonna do it with the drown. Just because we can. Could do 8. But we'll, on his draw, we're going to V-click. For the song? Absolutely. It's, Killer Tofu. Off of Doug. Yep. That's what we want to see, boys. We want to see the land, the Tron land come out. Could really rub it in and bounce my own V-click and play it again. But I think it even pays more. Oh, no, I don't have to do that. I don't have to go the salty route. But I think it defines, it really shows dominance when you play the second V-click, the next draw step, and sack a V-click. Like, that's real dominance. Yep. Uh-huh. Bow bow. Is my animated emote up? Did it get I didn't get approved yet. They've been sitting on that for a while. I'm surprised. Surprised they haven't 3. I mean, sure. It's not going to do anything. So, if he is actually playing Lantern, we have so much we can do. The EEs would come in, so he's not playing a lot of creature stuff. Get on a trash can. So, the question is, this WinCon is probably... how would I used to beat the thing? It's a graveyard deck, I know that. I don't know, it might not be it. I think we put the E in, we take the Murderous Rider, we take 2 that out. Sprite's good in this deck, it's not bad. It's just... I'll take 2 drowns out of respect for the Dolphies. I just want to be faster. And then the subtlety is going to be... I'll take 1 subtlety out. We'll go with that. Can ego name Tron lands? Absolutely. Oh yeah, it can. That comes into... I forgot he's playing Tron lands, dude. Makes me... Fatal Push needs to be in here for Batista. And actually this will come in. Murderous Rider. Actually, this is better if he's playing. How do I want to... Actually, Drown can come out completely now. And... Yeah, I forgot he's playing Tron lands. Duh. Watch me turn 3 Urza's Tower now. Because you said something. So, and the thing is they're all good in their respective way. I think we'll just take Sprite out. One Sprite. It's good late. It's just good late. If I get a Bid Blossom rolling, it's good. Yeah. EE's good because he Batistas. It's threat against that. For him to... It's also a threat if he does any token shenanigan, 1-drops. Because I don't really know what he's doing. I didn't see a whole lot here. So... We didn't see a lot going in here. We saw Batista. We saw Karn. Yeah, we can't keep this. It's gas, though. I wish this Subtlety was like a land I keep. Especially a Black Source. But he also went to 5. Okay. So here's my Blossom Sprite combo. With a push. So I'll throw away the Burnous Rider. And we'll keep. And then maybe, just maybe, we can just hold him on Riptide with Spell Stutter. Depending on what's going on. But if he goes Tron lane, like if he gets natural Tron on 3, we're gonna be hurting. So, well, maybe I shouldn't do this then. I'll cancel. No, we'll throw back the push. We're changing our minds here. Okay, changing the mind. Rona's Vortex, baby. It's good, dude. I promise you. You will not. It will not. It will not disappoint. Of course, here in a couple weeks, it'll probably get replaced by Sheol Red's Edict, because that card's awesome. That is a very good card. And of course, he Caesar's a Saga. But I feel like I have to respect the Tron. Oh, no. 1 lander? I swear he's playing lander control. I swear he's trying to force it. Because I just talked about it today in our Discord. Like how lander control was trying to come back out, and people were asking, is it still good? And the obvious answer is no. You know, it's not good. Mox Opal got banned, and the deck fell apart because it is so... You have to play on curve. You have to use your mana in the first 3 turns, and then they have to dead draw 2 turns in a row, and if they don't have answers, they can't do anything against you. It's quite interesting, actually. But we'll see if this is going to go get a Codex, I have a feeling. So we're going to... I think. Or he might go get an Expedition map, too. Really, sky's kind of the limit on this one. But at least he's not going to natty Tron. Okay, what's he going to go get? And then what does he Stonebrain? If he does. So he has to... well, he does have a decision here. He can Stonebrain me. But he should map, for sure. Like, without doubt, he should go map. He Stonebrained me! Did he... what is he going to pick? What does he think Stonebraining me is going to solve? For Counterspell? Okay. I mean, that is a good spell this turn, so he's going to get a 4 out of it. So, and he's probably looking at my deck like, oh man, what is this jank? Who plays this crap? It's like, this cardboard I'd set on fire and walk away. Like, Rona's Vortex? What kind of card is that? Who plays that? And the answer is, I do. So anyway, he had another land in hand. So he has Natty Tron. Well, he can actually produce 3 mana after he does that. So, or 2, I should say, after he taps, fetches, plays the land. So he chose Counterspell, which actually isn't. It's not horrible. Not a horrible choice. It actually, in a lot of ways, it's okay that he did such a thing. So, but now he has to get through a bunch of stuff. So if I Riptide, he can't play anything for 2 or less. Because, or yeah, 3 or less because I have Sprite. And I get full. I'm happy in this position because I'm gonna scale linearly with my Bitter Blossom and probably be able to counter things. I'll probably get 2 uses out of my Spellstutter Sprite, which is really nice too. If he chooses not to play anything, we V-click at the end of turn, and we get a look at his hand and take his best card. If he plays something I don't care about, I just let it happen. Like, if he plays, like, a Spellskite, I don't care about that. Useless. He's got an Ulamog. Yeah, well, yeah, Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, is a problem. But he has to E-map for the other piece of Tron, the mine. Play the mine. He has 2 mana available, and then he has to find a tower, and then he can do it. Okay, so he chooses this, but he can still tap. Okay, so find the expedition. So he'll have 8 mana. Sphere. I don't know why, but whatever. This card actually is very, very deceiving. He knew what I had in my hand. I don't know why he's trying to force this. So, unless he has, like, some shenanigans up his sleeve. But he doesn't have... Yeah. Sphere is actually a really good card against control. It's also really good against... It slows them down so fast. If you don't know what Sphere does, it basically makes all cards that cost less than 3 mana, it makes them cost 3 mana. So my Spellstutter Sprite would cost 1 blue and 2 colorless, basically. Cards like V-Click are unaffected. Anything above 3 mana are unaffected. So all these are unaffected. So my hand is actually really good. But Bitter Blossom being out already and giving me pressure for free. Well, for a life, I guess, is really helping me out right now. So we're going to... We'll probably subtly something. I could V-click on the draw step, but I'm not going to do that. I'll let this go. Best case scenario, I can either V-click at the end, or I can actually put Sprite in my hand again, which actually Sprite in my hand would actually be very, very nice, but he's about to get Tron, so he's probably going to make a dude, which he needs to pot. He needs Tron. That's what he needs. He's ignoring the fact. I know he's trying to do the Saga thing, but he needs Tron. So Okay, we'll see. Yeah, it just doesn't... you don't play Tron to not play Tron, basically. Batista for 1. How do I want to deal with this? I think... Alright. Well, I don't want to deal with it again. So I think... I'm going to do the same thing I did last game. And I'm going to Murdish Rider this. He is then going to kill my Spellseeker Sprite, which is okay. But what I don't want him doing is playing a Tron land and then pumping that thing up to oblivion. So, I need a land here. That's not a land. So, it goes to 15. He'd die in a couple turns. I think 3 or 4. So, for some reason, he chose not to blow up my Spellseeker Sprite. We have a lot going on here. I will Subtlety. Evoke a Subtlety if I have to. Throwing out Snapcaster Mage. More than likely. And then I have a bunch of bounce, obviously. I could also V-click anything I need. Which I might... I think just playing the V-click right here and then holding up Subtlety is probably the best. That's what I'll do. I'll V-click here. I should have done this on the draw, but doing it here is fine too. Because who knows what he can grab. Who knows what he will grab, and he'll make the token, which is fine. Sure. It's only a 1/1. Not really worried about it. Can handle it. Chalice. We are so far ahead. Mystic Forge. You may look at the top card of your library anytime you cast an artifact spell. Colorless to the top of your library. Okay, you can cast lose 1 life, exile top card of your library. I think Karn goes away. Well, no, because I can just get rid of that. The Mystic Forge. And then he does this. I then Subtlety this back. But then he does this. Now we get rid of the Karn. Okay. Yeah, that's what we do. We're not afraid. We're not afraid of the Chalice. You can only put Chalice on 1, which takes the Rose Vortex away, which is okay. I can still bounce the token. It's just a 1/1. And then with the V-click out, we're pumping out some damage now. This is used to what extended Faeries, like 15 years ago, looked like. This was the board state that would be very common, where we have a Bitter Blossom with like 2 or 3 Faeries, a Spellseeker Sprite, and a Vidun Click. So we don't mind this. He's tapped out. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do 10 damage if I want to, and hold up subtlety. Well, no, I can't do 10, because I can't activate the tar pit. So, I can get rid of this. What do I want here? Well, he took away counterspell, so that's really bad. So, I have to play around like cards like O-Stone. Crap like that. Like, so I need to keep creatures in my hand. And I have a lot of them, luckily. So, alright. Let's just blow them away. We'll do 7. And then the next turn we'll swing for 8 and kill him. If he board wipes us, then we like Snapcaster, or maybe just play the Borrower. And actually, I could put him back even more. Actually, probably just bouncing the Mystic Forge probably is the best thing I can do, because it puts him back even more. Because then he has Chalice, and he has to choose between paying 4 mana, which he has Tron, but 4 mana, and he can only produce that. What else is he going to do? You know? So we'll do that. We'll go to my end step. We're going to bounce this. We're going to play the true tempo, and then we can subtlety. So the utility of Petty Theft and Brazen Borrower is coming through here, to where they have a small advantage, and then we kind of put it back in their hand, and we have lethal on board. That's why Petty Theft is in this, or Brazen Borrower shines in this deck. Not to mention it is a Faerie, you know. So you have that too. But it's just a well-diverse card. It's well organized. Well thought out. Balanced. Very balanced card. So we're going to see. Chalice doesn't stop me from winning the game. And then, what else? If he drew Karn. Did he put Karn on top or bottom? Okay, he put Karn on the bottom of the library from B-Click. And then... Oh, wait. You have to put it on the bottom of the library. Duh. So, we'll see. I don't think he can win here unless he drew O-Stone. Chalice on 0. That's interesting. So, it doesn't stop subtlety. Or shouldn't anyway. Actually, it only stops like... It only stops like 0 mana cost stuff, so... Search for an artifact, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. Okay. So, Mindstone? Mindslaver? Like, where is he going for? Ensnaring Bridge. So he has to play... But I have a bunch of 1/1s. Okay. So he does survive a turn, but he dies in 2 turns no matter what. So I can Vortex here if I felt like it, but keeping this up for a Planeswalker might be, or a creature might be better, because he can't. Well, he can still block, but they all have flying. Yeah, I'll let it go. I'll hold. He saved himself a turn. I mean, I'll give him that. So, trash draw. So, oh well. I might as well bounce this thing now. Just make sure it doesn't have. And I wish I had, well, I might even bring back the Spellstutter Sprite to my hand eventually. So we'll see. I'm thinking if there's any reason to really just bounce this construct token like right now, because I don't see a reason why. So, but bouncing the Spellstutter to my hand would be really nice, just for counterspell in general. So you'd have to draw another card to be able to activate that. Sure, we're not worried about that yet. So I think we got him. So Mystic Forge, sure. He's gonna exile. He has what, 6 mana available? Karn. Oh wow, look at this stack. I think, which one do we want to like throw away? So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you like the content, let me know. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Follow the channel. Follow Twitch. Subscribe to YouTube. So it's free, helps channel grow. Definitely subscribe if you would have played any differently or anything. Let me know what you think. Just for good measure, we're gonna we're just going to put the Spellstutter right in my hand. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter at all. We're just saying we can do it. Go, Man, he's really making me work for it. He's like, he might miss that attack step. Oh, I can't attack with anything. Oh. Alright, well, we're good. Anyway, we're basically just waiting for Brazen Borrower to come back online so I can bounce something and then finish the game. So that's really what we're looking for at this point. So if he plays a creature at all, a creature or a planeswalker, end of turn I bounce that and so alright, this is scary actually, because so we're going to go ahead and we're going to let this hit. And the reason this is scary is because I don't know what he's going to grab. So if he gets a Walking Bautista in his hand, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we do is we gotta hope Spellstutter Sprite can get us there. and hopefully he doesn't get like a Welcome Batista. But if he does, we have enough Faeries to be able to counter that spell. End of turn, we bounce the car into his hand, we swing, we win. So, but it's either that or wait for a Brazen Borrower to come off the top of our deck. So we'll just take the risk now. We'll just go let it play out. See what he puts in his hand. So. And he's straight colorless too. So it's Spyglass, sure. I think we'll just. I'm just making sure he can't do anything else. Exile top. Well, he can play the top card of his library, so I think we just let him do this because, yeah, he can't. It's an activated ability, so. Okay, yeah. And he'll see my hand. He should see it, but he probably doesn't know necessarily. Same thing applies. The run is Vortex. So I'm really, really happy I did not bounce this token. So if that Chalice would have been a 1, not 0, would have been a different story here. He is fighting. So. Yep, and we got there. He concedes.